Yup, what it do, Geek Nation? It is your boy, Geek Samurai, coming to you back with another video, man. And now, I just came back from watching Crawl in the movie theater. And let me tell y'all, this movie lived up to expectations, bro. Like, oh, bro. Crawl was so freaking good. Squad, let me tell y'all need to go support this movie. Go see this movie. Its 3-day premiere is about to be over, and come Monday morning or Monday noon time, I want to know how much money it made worldwide, or at least in its first weekend premiere, because man, go support this movie. If you're into thrillers, if you're into suspense like disaster movies, I would put that in its own genre. It's not really a horror movie. It's more like a disaster thriller. Oh, go see Crawl, man. If you like Jaws, if you like Anaconda, anything with sharks or reptilians or reptiles, go see this movie, man. It was so good. It was directed by Alexandre Aja. I'm sorry if I butchered that name, but that's how I pronounce it. And I love the daughter Haley in this movie, played by Kaya Scodelario. She was the MVP of this movie, man. MVP. And the father too, man. The father, he went out like a G, man. Oh man, played by Barry Pepper. This movie was so good. To me, this is the culmination of Anaconda, Jaws, all of those movies that I just named previously. This movie just lived up to the hype, man. It took a bite out of the box office for me. I just came back and I'm about to just deep dive into and spoil the mess out of this movie. Facts. So in the beginning, we start by seeing like a montage of her growing up as a kid, like a little girl. It looked like she's between the ages of 7 and 9. You know, her father is always been her coach, her swimming coach. He always wanted her to be in the water. His nickname for her was Apex Predator, because he believes in his daughter so much that she can go out there and dominate in the water, be the fastest one in there, and kill those 200 meters, 400 meters. It doesn't matter. So we see her, you know, she's actually, you know, walking out. I guess she went to an early practice meet to try and make the traveling squad. So we see her, you know, on the deep dive, about to dive into the pool. You know, she's warming up, she's flexing and everything, breathing heavy. Just in her mind, she can just see the end of the race. She can see that she's going to win. She has faith. She's the apex predator. I love that, because her swimming plays a pivotal role in this movie. That is a fact. Getting away from those freaking alligators. Oh my gosh, she is fast in this water, bro. So finally, it's her turn up on the board, on the diving board. She gets into the pool and she just takes off. Man, the way the director, Alexandre, the way he captured her in that water, man, you tell her coming out the gate, you thought she was going to win this joint. So she makes that first lap down straight in that straight line. She makes that first deep dash down that pool, and then she comes back. And now she's swimming back, and she sees that same girl that she looked at before she dived into the pool. She was staring into the eyes of the other teammate, and you could tell by the look on that teammate's face that, yo, this girl look like she about to come get her. So you think that she's gonna win, but at the end, she doesn't make it. So she was in lane 3, lane 4 won. That was the girl that she was looking at previously before the horn sounded and she dived into that joint. So she lost. She's bummed about it. I guess she has to have one more go at it in the practice round so she can make that traveling squad. Because if she don't make that traveling squad, she's gonna lose that scholarship. So anyway, she is actually in the shower now. She come out the shower. She's in her locker. Here comes her sister calling her. Her sister's name is Beth. Now, Beth was played by Maudrey Clark. She was like a sub character. She wasn't like the main focal point, even though she was like concerned about her dad and everything. She's calling her dad and everything, trying to see what's going on. Yo, I've been calling dad. He's not picking up. I've been calling you. You're not picking up. Thank you for calling me back. So, you know, Haley FaceTime her sister. This is her older sister she's talking to. She has her baby boy in her hand or whatever. And she's like, yo, don't you know what's going on right now? Yo, there's a hurricane coming named Hurricane Wendy. It's coming in Florida and it's going to hit them. And she's like, yo, I heard it was going to pass Florida. I heard it was going to pass us. What do you mean? And then that's when she's like, haven't you not been watching? Hurricane Wendy's coming. And then this is when Beth mentions that, oh, I've been trying to contact Dad. He's not calling. So Haley takes it upon herself, like, I'm just going to go down there and see where he's at, what's going on. I don't care. I'm not going to call him. I'm going to go see him because it's only a 2-hour drive. So this girl, she promised her sister that she's going to make contact when she finds out where her pop is. So she makes this drive in this freaking hurricane. I mean, can you be any more dumb? But it's a good thing that she did because her father was actually unconscious when she found her. So she's driving down in this hurricane, cannot even see. The storm is already picking up, man, picking up. And when she finally gets down to Florida, gets closer to her crib, there's an intersection where the cops are. I think his name is Wayne. He's there telling her, oh, I can't let you in, Haley. It's good to see you, but I can't let you in. I know we go way back, but I just can't. How's your sister Beth doing, though? I guess that was Beth, one of Beth's ex. I guess she lost her virginity to this guy, and he's asking about her. How's she doing? And Haley's telling him, oh, she's fine. She's good. You know, she got a little kid now and everything. And he's like, yo, I can't let you go, so you just got to turn around. But tell your sister Beth I said hi, though. It's like he don't even care about Wendy. All he care about is Beth. So she turns around, and she's about to head back from where she came. But she's like, she looks at her phone real quick, like, oh, should I call Dad? No, freak it. I'm going to turn my car around. I'm going to go off-road, and I'm going to take the back roads to go home to her old house. And I guess another cop was right there. So like, yo, hey, where you going? She's already gone, bitch. What you mean? So she takes off, and she's going. She knows the whole town like the back of her hand. She's good. I'm going to go find my father. So she takes the back roads and everything, and she finally gets to the house. But it was the condo. It wasn't the house that she grew up in. She went to the condo to see if her dad was there because that's where he was staying. Because I guess, you know, we come to find out that, you know, with the conversation between her sister and her mom and her sister and with her, that the father and the mother, they got a divorce. You know, things wasn't working out. So the mom got a new boyfriend, enjoying being happy. And the father, he's just dating on Tinder and online or whatever. So we come to find that out. So he stayed, I'm pretty sure that's why he stayed in the condo. When they were still married before they got divorced, let her stay in the house and he will stay in the condo. He will buy a condo. So she went there first. Condo's a mess all over the place, but his phone was there. And Sugar was there. They have a dog named Sugar. So they, you know, I take that back. The phone was not there. The phone was actually at the main house. She went to the condo and found Sugar there. And if Sugar is there and he left, then something is really up because he don't go nowhere without Sugar. So she grabs Sugar. She gets back in the car and she goes to the main house. Now, this is an old Florida house, 2-story, maybe a 3-story with an attic, old story house. You know, it's a wood house. That thing can fall apart at any minute. So this hurricane is coming. Rain, pouring down. She goes into the house. She finds his phone. She calls it and found his phone, and he's not near it. So she's like, where is this dude? What's going on? So she looks under the sink and sees that it looked like he was trying to work on the drain pipes of the sink that leads down into the floorboard of the house, because there's a basement too. So, or it's like a undercarriage of the house. So he goes down there to try and fix, I guess it's a leaky pipe or whatever. This is probably before the storm really picks up. It was probably raining or whatever, and the pipe was already leaking all over the place. So he probably went down there with his toolkit to go fix it. Why would you go down there during a hurricane? And she says that in the movie. So she goes down there looking for her pop, you know what I'm saying, and can't find him. Tools everywhere, scattered. Now she finally comes across on the wall where the pipes are, that there's blood on the pipes, smeared on the wall leading up to the pipes. And you can go under the pipes where she finally found her dad. Come to find out, there's a big-ass alligator already in the undercarriage of the house. Like, nobody should be going down there when there's a hurricane. What are you doing, man? What's wrong with you? So she finds him unconscious. She sees that there's a bite out of his arm, and she don't know what to do. She's afraid. She's calling. She's trying looking for her phone, and she puts down the phone, and she finds a light because it starts to get dark, and the radio is playing in the background. So we finally come across the alligator, you know what I'm saying? The alligator finally shows itself, and head on, you see the big ass nose of the alligator coming full force at her because she's trying to like move her father because he's unconscious. She puts him on a bag because she can't move. He's dead weight. She can't move him. So now she got him on the bag, and the alligator's coming full force, about to eat her dad. She pulls her dad with the bag to get under those pipes because the alligator's too damn big. It can't fit underneath that pipe. So she finally gets him under the pipe, safe and sound. He's still unconscious. The alligator is going to go somewhere in the dark and just creep and wait for his prey to come out. Yo, just to know that the alligator came out of that brick wall. Oh my gosh, it was just So her father finally comes to, and when he comes to, he's like, Beth, no, it's not Beth. It's your girl. It's your youngest daughter, Haley. Haley's like, yo, Dad, it's me. And he's like, yo, you look so beautiful. You look good. And she said, you look like shit. Which he does, because he got dirt and rat poo and everything all over him, fighting with this alligator. He's like, yo, my leg is broken, where you can see the bone coming out of the leg. And he has it tied up so he doesn't lose any more blood. And this dude is just like, there's a big-ass alligator. I don't know how to fight him. I don't know how to get out of here. So they're trapped down there because she can't go back to the staircase where Sugar is. She tells the dog to stay there. She can't go back there because that's where that big-ass alligator comes from. So now they're trying to find other ways to get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? And she finally finds another way to get out. The father was saying there's pipes that lead up to the house. Go that way and try and bore your way through. So she finally goes that way, and on her way to get into that place, here comes another alligator, bruh, out of nowhere. But before we get to that big alligator that she came across when she was pulling her dad, that alligator, before she can actually escape that alligator, the alligator takes a bite out of her leg, son. Oh my gosh, and she's writhing in pain. I thought she was gone because the alligator started pulling her. And you just see it crawling. I thought she was gone, son. But she was able to stab him in the eye and escape and get away. Oh my gosh. Then the second one comes out of nowhere. She's trying to push her way through, but she's stuck. Here comes Sugar licking her fingers and stuff like that while she's trying to push her way. There's actually like a piano or another furniture on top of that where she cannot move to get stuck. She can't get out. So now they're trying to call for help. She's stuck with two alligators. She finally gets back to her dad, but then she goes by the window, or it's like a brick opening. It is a brick undercarriage where she could see out, and she sees human beings at a gas station. So she hasn't. Now the water's getting higher. Now we're at the point where that water's getting higher, bro. She don't know what to do. She has that light that she took from her dad. She cranking it up. The light comes on. She's glaring it. She's flaring it, and nobody sees her at first. Now you see these two people coming out of the gas station, stealing the ATM during a hurricane. Like, well, what is you doing? You supposed to get the safety. They want to steal money. And then I guess the dude is a guy and a girl, and the dude has a younger brother. He's there taking sunglasses, chips, hot dogs, all type of bullshit. Man, this is what I'm saying. Black people, we would have gotten out of there, bro. These white people, they want to just, I want to steal. There's nobody else around. Let's just go steal this money from this ATM. I mean, it's a hurricane. We got a boat. We'll be all right. Y'all dumbasses. Y'all got the boat, all right. They finally got the ATM in the bitch. But the water's so high enough that there's more alligators out there. So the younger brother is still trying to collect all his items and everything. And then you see these two people, the girl's in the boat with the ATM. And then you see this dude still standing. He finally turns and looks at the house. And he sees the light glaring. And his back is towards the girl now. And he sees the light glaring from Haley flashing the light. So he's like, oh man, I think there's still people still here. I thought everybody vacated. No, there's still people here. Yo, the alligator comes up onto the boat, son, and starts jumping and chomping at that girl, son. She, taking her legs, she's there beating and kicking them and everything. That girl, half her body's already taken away, bro. That is crazy. So she goes down. She's taken, devoured. Then the alligator comes after he turns back and looks at her as she's being devoured. He gets taken by alligator, goes under the water. Then he comes back up because he probably escaped the clutches of the alligator. He gets close to the gas station, signaling for his brother, run. Then the alligator comes up behind him and just chomps on him again. Instant death. Then the younger brother, he's eating a hot dog. He finally noticed what's going on. He see his brother bang up against the wall or whatever. Then all of a sudden he runs back into the gas station, looks at the mirror, and here comes another alligator from behind and took out that little dude. Oh my God, son, that joint was crazy, son. Like, yo, y'all should be running. That's what y'all get. So now she don't have no way of getting help because they had the boat. So now she somehow takes the courage to escape those two alligators again, and she gets back to her father. And now they're trying to figure out what they're gonna do now. They have this one moment that I love throughout the movie, where it's a father-daughter moment. She's like, "Yo, I thought you. Why did you come to my meets anymore? I miss watching you in the stands while I win." That's why her confidence was gone. That's why she lost at the beginning of the movie. That's why she lost in that practice round, because I guess she's not like confident anymore because her pop hasn't been coming to the meets anymore. But she got to understand that the father and the mom are divorced, and he's going through his grief. He's going through everything that he's going through. So he's like, "I thought you were mad at me. That's why I didn't come to the meets anymore." So they had a nice little father-daughter moment, and I love that. And she's like, "Yo, don't stop calling me Apex Predator right now. I had enough of that shit." That's because she was mad. And he finally explains to her why. Because all this time she thought that he just didn't want to show up anymore because he didn't care about her and her swim meets. But that's not it. He said, "I thought you were mad at me. That's why I didn't, show up." He's like, "Your mom wasn't happy. I was selfish. This is why we actually ended up divorced. You and your sister, we only stayed together because of y'all two. Once y'all were growing up enough and y'all went away to school and everything, we decided to get a divorce." So that was a touchy moment. I was feeling that. I respect that. It brought another depth to their character, and I appreciate that. So now we see the cops coming. The water's getting up past the mailbox. Now we see the cops coming up to the house because Wayne said he promised Haley that he's gonna actually, "Hey, I'm gonna go and see what's up with your dad or whatever." But he knows that she's there too because she was so defiant in the beginning of the movie. So him and another cop, they finally get to the house to see what's good. And then we finally see that he comes out of the boat. He goes into the house. Wayne, he's calling for them, but nothing's happening. Then outside, we see the cop I guess the boat got stuck into some weed or some hedges or bushes. It got caught in the boat, at the back of the boat, the base of the bottom of the boat, where the rudder is. He can't move, so he goes out to go and fix that joint. And then he finally gets it, he finally pulls out all the weed in the bushes off of the rudder or whatever. So he finally makes his way back to the front of the boat. And you see the swings underneath that little, I guess maybe 5 feet or whatever of water. You see the swings just going back and forth. That's the alligator that's trapped. So finally the swings snap. All you see is that one alligator finally attack that cop on the outside, kill him dead. It's like that one alligator and then 4 more came, ripped that cop in half. Wayne finally finds the father and the daughter underneath that undercarriage of the house where you could walk down to. He calling out for them. It's dark. He's not flashing his light anymore. Then all of a sudden, he said, "Haley," and you see another alligator just grab him from the abdomen and pull him down into that undercarriage, man. Oh my gosh. And you could see, because Haley she was calling for Wayne all this time, and she finally sees him, and then boom, she sees him getting ripped apart and going underneath. But it looked like they didn't kill him or shred him. Those 2 alligators didn't kill him. They just ripped him, I guess, in half. So the upper part of his body was still around like dead rats and everything like that, just floating. And she stumbles upon his body after she finally escapes and gets to safety. She finally goes again because she's trying to find another way out. So she was trying to go through that overcarriage where the big alligator came in the first place and attacked her dad in the beginning of the movie. She finally goes there. Another alligator comes in. And she discovers that there's other alligator eggs nesting in that undercarriage this whole time. And they're hatching. So another alligator comes in. And she sees that the cop who got killed, Wayne, she sees his gun. So she finally gets the gun. I guess she couldn't shoot it or get the bullets out because the gun is wet. So she finally takes the safety clip off. And as soon as she's aiming it, here comes the alligator that came in through that overcarriage. Alligator comes in out of nowhere, grabs her arm while she's trying to shoot the gun, and bites her arm. Thank goodness he didn't bite it off. So she finally shoots, and finally now the bullets came out. She kills that alligator. And the father's telling her, hurry up, because the water's getting higher and higher. The water's getting heavier. Like, I don't know if I can make it. So she finally takes the courage to go in that same overcarriage passage that the alligator came in. She finally gets that courage, swims through it. She sees one alligator swimming by. She waits for him to pass. Then she swims out. Finally, she escapes another alligator that's trying to come at her because she starts swimming and splashing. The alligator saw her from the corner of his eye. She's swimming for life. She finally gets out, and she gets on outside where it's raining. She's on outside where the house is, and you see the house raising up. So now she's trying to get into the house, which she does, and now she's trying to find ways to rescue her father. She finds a crowbar inside the house, and her father's like the water's up to his nose, bro, about to cover him, devour him. She finally takes a crowbar. I don't know why she found a crowbar, and freaking just starts backing and hacking away at that wood, yo. Finally gets her father out. He's damn near dead. She finally beats on his chest, doing CPR compressions. Finally gets the water out of him. He comes back to life. And now they're on the first story of the house, and they have to get up because the water just keeps rising. The water keeps rising. So now the water's getting higher, and their main goal now is to find a boat by the gas station, find that boat. Get to that boat, because now I guess a warning or a fire alarm, like an alarm is about to go off, and more water's coming in. It's going to swallow the whole town. So these idiots, they take the dog, Sugar, walk outside. The water's, like I said, 5 feet right now, maybe 7 feet. They're walking, and they're in the open street where the other alligators are. And yo, I kid you not, man. The father gives her courage to go and get that boat. She finally gets the courage, goes out there, swims. I'm the apex predator, bitch. Swims out there, finally gets the boat, puts the father and the dog in the boat. She gets in the boat. The motor's working. Finally, as soon as the alarm triggers, here comes a gush of water coming in, man. And this part got me so mad. Why this whole time that she's swimming? This whole time she's swimming and splashing, the rain stopped. The hurricane, it looked like it passed, and then it rains again. The whole time she's going to get the boat, the father's out there with the dog. I know the other alligators are going to get her, but there has to be one or two lurking around, because one swam right in between them. And I'm like, why didn't the alligator just take them out? This dumbass is in the middle with his dog, standing there. Why didn't that one alligator just take him out? Because it swam by Haley, and it swam by him. And then Haley goes to get the boat. He's still there. Why didn't this damn alligator just take him out? That got me so mad in the movie right there. He should have been gone. So now we at this point where the water comes up, and it's like a wave. Pushes the boat back into the house. They did all of that for what? You did all of that to get that boat to escape, and you get pushed right back into your own damn house. So now they're on the second floor now. And now the father's on the stairs that goes down to the first floor looking for his dog, because the dog is he lost the dog when the wave hit them. Finally found Sugar with I guess they had flares or whatever. Finally gets his dog, brings the dog up the stairs. Here comes the alligator with the flare in the father's hand, bites off his arm. Snaps it back. Like, that was the most gruesome part of the whole movie. Snaps that arm back, son. And the father is just like in pain. He's trying to wrap his arm. He gets back on the stairs. He's wrapping his arm. And he's trying to make sure that he don't lose any more blood. Yo, it's just so crazy, son. Like, then he's trying to get to the attic now. That's the main goal, is get to the attic. But before that, she goes to the bathroom, because now the alligator that bit off her father's arm spotted her. So she's swimming like freaking Aquawoman, just going right into that joint on the first floor. She gets trapped in the bathroom with the alligator. All of a sudden, she opens the door in the bathroom, the shower door that she's trapped in. She locked herself in there. She opens it up and said, "Come here, you son of a bitch." Alligator goes into the shower door. She climbs on the shower head, over the shower door, traps the alligator in there. Then she goes back to her father, helps him up to the attic, get the dog Sugar. They climb up to the attic. Now they're trying to get up out of there. Now, before she even goes up to the attic, the father's already up there. She has a flare. She slipped in the helicopter. Dumbass, they can't see you through the window. She goes to the window. Here comes another wave of water coming in, and there's another alligator that comes through the same window as the water. Pushes her back, trapped on the second floor with the alligator. Like, why didn't you go up there into the attic with your father? There's windows in the attic where you could climb out, and then you could use the flare. Dummy. Dummy. So she's fighting with this alligator, trying to get up to the attic. And she finally does, because the attic door is not locked. The attic door is not locked at all. So that same alligator that got in through that wave, oh my gosh, man, that was a suspense. I didn't see that coming when he came through that window. That alligator was head first, man, mouth wide open, about to just yam her down. So they finally get to the attic. She's on the outside of that window with that alligator. The alligator's fighting her. I don't know. All of a sudden, she's holding on to dear life because now the wave is up to the ceiling of the house. She's holding on to the gutter of the house. And all of a sudden, here comes another alligator coming. That same alligator that was in the house comes at her, tries to bite her. But thank goodness the gutter snapped off the house. The gutter came off the house. And the alligator's mouth grabbed onto the gutter instead of her. So she's holding on to the gutter. The gutter snaps off. And the wave takes the gator and the gutter. And they go downstream, down a sea of water, and she's up on the roof, holding on for dear life. She finally gets the strength to go up onto the roof. But look at this, the gutter's about to snap, but the father saves her. She gets safely put back onto the roof, and then she has one more flare. She's tired, exhausted. She's bitten. Her leg is chopped off. Her arm got chewed on. He lost an arm. His leg is still broken. So now they're on top of the roof. She has one more flare. You see the helicopter whizzing over. She lights that flare, and the helicopter comes down with that human basket or whatever, human life basket, and now they're going to be saved. And that's the end of the movie. I didn't like how it ended. I mean, the whole point of the movie is them getting to the helicopter all of a sudden. I didn't like how it ended, and they did some dumb moments in the movie that I wasn't feeling. But overall, this movie is great. It's still a thriller, and I think y'all should go see it. I think y'all will enjoy it. I think y'all would want to spend y'all money. I spent like $12 for this movie. You know, when it usually on the weekday, like or Tuesday or something, it'll be like $6 or whatever. But I wanted to see it because this is the opening weekend, and I support these movies. So I was happy to spend my money on watching this movie. So, all right, squad, I want y'all to go out and see this movie, support it. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know if y'all went and saw this movie. I want to get y'all feedback. I will like y'all comments. I will reply to y'all comments as best as I can. So I wanted to give y'all my full review of this movie. Go see it. I don't care if I spoil the hell out of it. If it says review on the thumbnail of this video, don't click it. I'm going to spoil it, which I did in its entirety. I love this movie, and I'm glad I saw it because I did a review for the trailer about a couple months ago. So any reviews that I really put out, I always go and see those movies, or try to, because this is not my full-time job. So when I have time, I will go see these movies. So go support this movie. I love the movie. It was very good. A nice summer thriller for me. All right, squad. I'm going to get up out of here. You know, I got things to do. Probably go get something to eat. But anyway, squad, I want y'all to go see this movie. Let me know what y'all think. And like, subscribe, share, Geek Samurai. And until next time, I'll see you in another video. Peace.